Hi there. I've been told by my production supremo D that trap number 261 ended rather abruptly with a phone ringing during the video. So I've been advised to re-record it, so here it is. It's the Capablanca Trap for black in the Spanish, which Jose Raul played at least twice in his illustrious career. E4 and E5, knight F3, knight C6, the Spanish with bishop B5, A6 sends the bishop back to A4, knight F6 hitting the pawn on E4, but white ignores this and castles, daring black to take, which would be the open variation. Black goes for the closed line with bishop E7, rook E1 now defends the pawn, and B5 sends the bishop back to B3. D6 is met by C3, where white is intending to launch the move D4 and also to provide a retreat hole for the bishop on B3 if need be. And need be it is, as knight A5 releases the C pawn and threatens knight takes the bishop on B3, so it jumps back into the hole. Bishop C2 and C5 gains space on the queen side, inhibits D4, but D4 is nonetheless played. D4 is met by queen C7. Now A4 going to open attacking lines for white on the A file. Rook B8 defends, A takes B5 and A takes on B5. White plays D takes on E5. White still enjoying a slight advantage here. D takes E5, D takes E5 and knight takes on E5. White giving up the knight, because if queen takes knight, then we've got rook takes the knight on A5. Both knights are loose and hanging. So black plays queen takes on E5, white rook takes on E5, and knight G4, a direct assault by black, hitting the pawn on H2, which would be a decisive attack. So that's got to be defended. White could defend adequately with G3 and maintain a slight initiative. However, the trap move F4 is actually losing now for white, as the queen under fire retreats back to C7, gaining time as it were by hitting the rook on A5, and when the rook retreats say to A1, then black can play C4, in so doing opening up this very dangerous A7 G1 diagonal, which is going to be exploited by the queen on B6 or C5 or bishop C5. So rook E2 will allow queen B6 anyway, and after king F1, if the king would have gone to H1, then the knight's going to jump into F2. So after king to F1, then knight takes on H2. The king's going to move to E1 after queen G1 check and king D2. Knight F1 hitting the king again. King back to E1, and that allows knight to E3, that's check, and that's going to pick up the queen and winning for black. So this has been the Capablanca Trap in the Spanish. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.